Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. For the couple days it was Rogue deck building a channel, but I decided actually to revert the name back into the Pokemon TCG Center. So welcome back once again, everyone. Another day, another video. In today's video, we're looking forward to the Spiritbox deck, as you can see in front of you. A lot of fun and enjoyment playing this deck. I really like it. It's such a nice deck that can be used in the standard format. Spiritomb with Building Spite ability is a very unique and cool card. It says that once in your turn you can put 1 damage counter on Spiritomb, and if you do that, you can increase the damage with single Darkness Energy for 30 more. So Anguish Cry says that you can hit for 10 plus 30 more for each damage counter in this Pokemon. So in theory you can go for 160. Because if you have 5 damage counters, that's going to be 5 multiple 30, 150 plus 10 equals 160. But that's not enough. That's definitely not enough. I mean, we can add more damage counters with the Shrine if we play against GX decks, and we can use Hustle Belt and add 60 more damage in addition to that, so we can swing up to 220. Yes, my friends, we can swing up to 220 with the Building Spite, and then we can simply, one-hit knockout plenty of Pokemons in the play. Plus with the Shrine we can add even more damage counters between turn. That's not enough. That's definitely not enough, so we have 2 Ultra Beasts in this deck as well. Buzzwole to counter those fighting weak decks, for example, Pikazakram for triple price card. We have also a Kartana with a big cut that can simply one-hit knockout Blastoise GX, it can one-hit knockout Wailord, and many other Pokemons in play as well. Actually, it can't one-hit knockout Wailord if Wailord does not have 4 damage counters in it. But still, it can definitely be a very powerful hitter as well against that Wailord. We have Goomy with Sticky Membrane that can increase the attack of our opponent Pokemons in play for 1. Couple Zapdos with Thunderous Assault, of course, and 3 Jirachi with the Stellar Wish. And in addition to that, 1 GX, which is Kartana for that Blade GX attack, plus we can also slice out Special Energy, and 1 Marshadow with the Let Loose. Moving on to the item cards, we're going to find 4 copies of Electropower for extra damage with the Zapdos, single Energy Loto, 2 copies of Escape Rope, 1 copy of Field Blower, 3 copies of Nest Ball, and 4 copies of Ultra Ball for the setup, including also 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher and 2 copies of Switch cards, so you can also use Switch in your favor. So basically with the Switch, in case if we cannot retreat our Jirachi, or if we use 2 Stellar Wishes, we can still play Switch and use that Zapdos, for example, to swing as well. Black Market is a stadium option with 2 copies of Shrine of Punishment, just because we can sometimes buy ourselves a turn and also extra price if our opponent knocks our Spiritomb with energy attached to it. 2 copies of Cynthia's and 4 copies of Lillie for the draw support, featuring 4 copies of Guzma, 2 of each Escape Board, and Hustle Belt for the free retreat and an extra 60, and then 10 energies in total. I'm playing 4 copies of Rainbow, 3 copies of Unit with Fighting, Darkness, and Fairy symbol in it, so I can also use, in addition to that, my Buzzwole, Goomy, and Spiritomb attack, and also 3 copies of Unit Energies that can help me to use if I don't have Rainbow Energy, for example, my Kartana Blade GX attack, plus I can also swing with the Zapdos, and yeah, pretty much anything else that I have included in my deck with that Rainbow Energy in addition to that. So this is the deck list that I'm going to use in today's video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos if you already didn't, and if you're new to the channel, I will really appreciate that. But before moving to the battles, definitely consider hitting that like button. So, see you in the game. So, starting first with the Spiritomb and Jirachi. Alright, there we go. Definitely good way to start the game. especially with 3 different energies available in the hand as well. So, alright, there's a Gummy as a top deck. One Stellar Wish for one Lillie, sounds like a plan. And more than that, I need Rainbow Energy or my Unit Energy for the Gummy, which I will definitely do. I will put one damage counter on my Spiritomb, and then I'm just gonna roll with the Lillie for 4. There's the Zapdos, and in addition to my Zapdos, I'm also gonna use second Jirachi slot on the bench. And since I have 2 Jirachis in play, I think it's just good to go with pass for now. Following turn will be explosive. I have 2 options available. The first one is to use Escape Probe, promote Gummy in the front with the Sticky Membrane, or maybe just, well, actually it was not a good idea to attach that energy to the Gummy because I can't be in a position to, well, I can still tank a little bit versus that Greninja and force it to attach 3 energies in it. Well, not bad I guess, but I think how my main focus should be around Zapdos in the early game, and then in the late game I will try to get more knockouts with the Spiritomb, so 210 is the damage that I can go with it. So with 210 damage I can simply one-hit knockout Tapu Lele, but I can't get even close for the knockout versus Greninja and Zoroark, or maybe that and Cernier GX. Okay, so there's a Black Market. Maybe with the help of the Shrine of Punishment I can get closer, but I first need to get one in play. But as the thing's looking right now, he don't even have energy to be attached somewhere. He discarded also 1 energy switch, really good. I'm like 99% positive that he runs also some sort of the next potion play, but if I can get knocked against this Litten, this is going to be a very important play. So let's see, Stellar Wish into Guzma. What about Energy Loto? What about that? What about that play? Of course, Building Spite for a damage. If I can get Rainbow Energy, I can hit heavy. Yes, I can. It really all depends who will get in the active position with that Escape Rope. I can swing pretty hard. That's for sure. And the question is it worth to deal so many damage there? Without knowing that the other opponent will be able to maybe scoop. Let's just try to swing with the Anguishing Cry for 160. So I was literally short for 1 damage counter here, so that was pretty much Shrine of Punishment. So I couldn't one-hit knock at this top level, but I did a pretty good job there. I mean, I swing for like 160, just a single energy and that Hustle Belt. What a nice card this is. I kind of like it. And there's the Ace Roll, so as expected, I should say that, as expected. I was expecting to see some sort of the max potion play there. And there it is. Alright, but at least I have Darkness Energy attached, so my opponent won't be able to take a prize card here with this swing. And I'm definitely thinking about playing my Let Loose at the following turn. If I am my opponent, I would definitely avoid benching this Tapu Lele down, that's for sure. At least this turn. So finally, there it is. Shrine of Punishment. Alright, so Stellar Wish. Into the Guzma. Yeah, I can take a knockout. Why not to do it? So definitely going for the knockout here. And Thunderous Assault for 80. And also this Shrine of Punishment will do some pressure on my opponent between turns. I hope it can stay in the game long enough. So I have two Kartanas in my hand. The one is the grass and the other one is the metal. Of course, this one is the GX for that Blade GX attack, which means that we can also use that Slice of ability as well. And there is one Cynthia play from my opponent's side of the field. Yeah, got me sitting on the bench and waiting for the good times. There is another Litten for my opponent. Since I don't have even an attacker right now available, a proper attacker available on the bench, let's say that. I'm wondering what should I do next. With a Sticky Membrane, my opponent, Greninja, won't be able to attack with just 2 energies, so he will be forced to add 1 more energy. I am 1 prize ahead of my opponent, even he managed to knock my Spiritomb out. So that Black Market definitely helped me a lot. And I also have 1 Black Market running in my deck as well, which I'm considering playing probably in the early stage of the game. Just focusing on that Greninja and Zoroark knockout anyways. There's another Ultra Ball, which might be for another Litten or for another Greninja Zoroark. Alright, he have only 2 cards in his hand, and it's very important to say that he didn't attach energy this turn, and he attached it to the bench Greninja, and I have no clue which card is the last card sitting in his hand, but he managed to knock me out with 3 energies. Shrine, spreading some damage, showing some love. And my top deck is just literally another Guzma. So I'm gonna Stellar Wish into another Guzma. Alright, that's definitely looking bad. However, I can play my Nazball and I can grab myself a... Buzzwole is a backup option, but it's a backup plan for the next turn. So building Spite, and what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna put my Kartana with a free retreat on the bench. And I'm probably just gonna ignore the... Okay, so I'm just gonna ignore anything here, and I will just focus on this Jirachi Stellar Wish, trying to get some kind of the draw supporter for the following turn. And there it is. There's a Cynthia play. And I'm just pretty fine for now with it. So I'm just looking forward to pass the turn and sit and wait to build that Buzzwole for the Sledgehammer knockout versus Greninja and Zoroark. Definitely looking forward to do that. And this is going to be 3 price swing knockout. And after that, I'm not quite sure that my opponent will be able to recover. This is just impossible for him to get back. So Sledgehammer is in the range of the 240. And since he have 4 prize cards, I'm going to definitely punish him. And this Greninja won't be able to knock me out without, you know... yeah, it won't be able to knock me out anyways. So we're going to go with 1 Ultra Ball for, in this case, Escape Rope and a Kartana-GX into the Buzzwole. So I'm definitely going to punish my opponent here with my Buzzwole. But for now, I'm going to go with the Cynthia and see if I can get maybe something else. Field Blower. Alright, not need that. I think that maybe having another Zapdos on the bench as a backup option plan for attack won't be bad at all. And Sledgehammer for 240. There we go. That's the knockout, and that's the 3 prize card knockout, meaning that for the next turn, in order to score the win, I just need Guzma play with my Kartana for retreat on my opponent Greninja Zoroark, or maybe this Tapu Lele, so I can win the game. So I don't even need to focus on this Greninja. Even if he managed to knock my Buzzwole out, next turn I can win the game just simply by attacking with my Zapdos Thunderous Assault for 110, which will be more than enough for the knockout versus this Tapu Lele, because he already have 5 damage counters, and it will take 10 more between turns because of the Shrine of Punishment. Alright, Energy Recycle. He can use Insert Your GX attack, actually his card charge ability, to power up some energies and he have Lillie. So why in the world he first didn't want to charge up energy? So he can have actually greater chance to pull 1 energy for a Greninja so he can attach it. It makes a lot of sense when you think twice. Alright, so proper play for my opponent. He took 3 damage. It doesn't even matter because my Buzzwole is knocked out for sure, 180. But this Shrine of Punishment is very important. So yeah, there is a Dark Pulse. He managed to knock me out. Tapu Lele will get some damage. Then I will hit for 80 plus Electropower 110 versus his Tapu Lele. And still the show here, basically. So, okay, so I also need 1 energy in order to do that. But let's see if we can find maybe even another Electropower. Yes, we can. So 2 Electropowers can be played. And Guzma is sitting in my hand, so that's pretty much all I really need in order to change. In order to get the victory here, last 2 prize cards versus Tapu Lele and Thunderous Assault will bring the knockout and the victory, and that's the GG. So beginning of the game was not the best, that's for sure, but this is the power of this deck. Actually, I had a lot of luck because my opponent had that basically Black Market in the early stage of the game, and the Spiritomb actually deals some damage, and I forced him to play Acerola, so he lost also 1 turn of the Drow support as well. And yeah, at the end he was just not able to recover. But this is really hard when you play versus a 1 prize attacking deck, and when you play versus, you know, Buzzwole that can simply swing with single energy for the 1-hit knockout. So yeah, that's the GG. Alright, so we're back with the game number 2, and I'm starting with the Goomy. Alright, there's a Nazball and 3 different energies in my hand. Actually, I have Rainbow Energy, so I can use any of my attackers that I have available. That's pretty cool. Ooh, Executor. Alright, so I'm guessing that I'm gonna have very good advantage versus Executor as long as I have my Gummy with that sticky membrane. That's for sure, because I'm gonna force my opponent to use 2 energies instead of the 1, so you need to have 1 extra energy in order to attack, so that's pretty cool. And since I have Nazball available in my first opening hand, I'm probably just gonna Nazball for Zapdos, then I'm gonna play my Escape Rope, will attach my unit energy and go with the Lillie, and I will try to put the Spiritomb on the bench, because I will definitely need it. 160 HP, not easy for the 1-hit knockout, but with 5 damage counters on Spiritomb, I can do that pretty much easily. So there is a Shuckle with Freeze Squeezed and with Fresh Squeezed ability, which says that when you play Shuckle from your hand on your bench, you can discard up to 3 basic energy cards from your deck into your discard pile. And there's the Ultra Ball, so it might be for Marshadow Let Loose. I can already smell that. Luckily for me, it is just Tapu Lele for Lillie. I was very afraid about being struck by the Marshadow Let Loose, because this opening hand is so damn good. I kind of like it. And thank God there was no Marshadow Let Loose. But it's still not too late for the Let Loose. My opponent can still hit me with the Let Loose, so I like the fact that he already have this GX in play. Sooner or later it will be 2 price advantage anyways in exchange. And Mr. Treasure, so it might be still for a, you know, Executor, but it might be for the Marshadow as well. And I hope just it's not going to be for the Marshadow, to be honest. Why would you even consider running Tapu Lele if you're going to play Marshadow after that? It makes no sense to me, to be honest. Alright, so speaking about no sense, he'll probably try to tank anyways with his Tapu Lele. But I'm gonna Escape Rope him, just to see what's gonna happen. I'm not quite sure that he will give me the prize exchange anyways, so he can probably promote the Shuckle. I need to win Stadium War as well. Oh, so he kind of surprised me there. This is definitely not something you really want to do. You don't want to let your opponent to take advantage with the Zapdos in the early stage of the game, and with the knockout as well. So he is swinging me back. And I don't have option to get a drought support or something like that as well, so I'm just gonna consider putting that Jirachi on the bench, because probably I'm gonna be knocked out next turn anyways. Some damage to be applied, and then just Thunderous Assault for the knockout. There we go. Escape Probe. Alright, not bad. Knowing that I can also use my Spiritomb next turn with the Anguish Cry, and there's a lone Executor that actually has weakness on the Fairy. I don't have any Fairy Pokemon as attack in my deck, but I could probably run that Prism Star Xerneas as well. Well, he can also swing for 160, but he needs to mow 3 energies. You need to have 3 energies on your board. It's not that super simple and easy, especially when you play with so many different 1 energy attackers. So Mr. Treasure will be 4. I have no clue, maybe for the Marshadow right now. Alright, so right now we're gonna see the power of the Let Loose. I see 5 energies in my opponent discard pile. I see 1-hit knockout with the Tropical Shake. And he first played Lillie, and then he's looking forward to play the Nesball, and then he's gonna strike me with the Let Loose. I'm actually pretty happy to see the Let Loose because the cards in my hand was not the best. Shrine, Rescue Stretcher, alright, not that bad, not that bad. It could be even better, but it could be even worse. But at least I know that I can discard my opponent's stadium with the Shrine of Punishment. I can use my Spiritomb. I can use my Stellar Wish. Hustle Belt. You gotta be kidding me there. That's just it. Alright. Let's put that Zapdos on the bench, shall we? Yeah, I don't even have option to attack here, so I can just pass my turn. Well, next turn I can swing for 160, right? Because I can strike for 90 plus 10 if I put another damage counter, and with the Hustle Belt I can go up to 60 more. So 160. I'm just hoping not to see that I see Ninkata on the bench if I see my opponent putting his yeah, it is a time for Shedinja with the Vessel of Life. I really like this play. It's so badass, it's so nasty. And there we go. So Vessel of Life, -1 prize card. That's pretty cool. And another Netball for another Execute in this case. Execute. So he's running like 4 copies of Shedinja if I'm not wrong. Probably. Maybe I'm wrong. I have no clue about it, to be honest. But I know that I need to take the knockout versus his this turn. Alright, Building Spite for another damage counter. Hustle Belt. And we can do the knockout. Just like that. Unfortunately, I can't take the prize card, but at least I managed to take the knockout. So 1 Executor less. I'm desperately trying to get a supporter card. I have no luck right now. I'm driving the supporter card and my hand actually bricked completely. The only thing that I can potentially try to do next turn is to stall a little bit with the Gami in the front and hope that my opponent won't be able to get that extra energy. He already have 4 grass energies in play. And I'm just hoping that I'm not gonna see it. Still, I can bring back in the game, especially because he have Tapu Lele, and this Tapu Lele can give me the 2 prize cards. I see Dita on the bench, so it should be another. It should be another Shedinja, anyways. Yeah, not looking good. I can ram for 10, and I can hope that he don't have energy in order to attack. His hand is very small, 3 cards, 10 cards left in his deck. but my bench is completely empty. And there's a Tropical Shake, and if I don't top deck something, unfortunately, I'm gonna lose this game. And this is not the end that I really like to see. And I managed to top deck Let Loose. Alright, so my guess is to try to fight back somehow. Right? Let Loose. There's a Black Market. Oh, Escape Rope. Alright, so first I'm gonna play Lillie. And there's a Buzzwole that I actually don't need anymore. So what about Buzzwole being discarded and something like that, Rainbow Energy, in order to grab myself a Jirachi. So I can at least take, maybe potentially prize this turn. Maybe not, because if he puts that Executor in the front, he can tank with him. He rather decided to let me knock it with the Marshadow, so we're gonna find Switch? Guzma? Switch? I guess I'm gonna use Switch. Yeah, I mean, Thunderous Assault, a little bit too late, I should say that. Down to 4, no Spiritomb, just another escape board. At least I stayed in the play for like 1 or 2 more turns. There is another Executor, and how many Guzmas did my opponent play? Just 1 in his discard pile, so he have probably a couple more Guzma left. There's a Lillie, so he's down to only 4 cards, and Tropical Shake for another knockout. Yeah, for me the biggest problem was that prize that I was not able to take. I didn't even have my Black Market in play. Knowing right now that I have Black Market in play, maybe I can buy myself another turn here with the Lillie. We shall see. Maybe. So, Desperate Times calls for the desperate measures. Only for 4, and I need my Spiritomb. I didn't get it. But I did get Ultra Ball for him. So potentially I can stay like 1 more turn in the game if my opponent does not have Guzma sitting in his hand. And I'm also losing my resources so rapidly, so I'm hitting for 40. And probably this is going to be my last turn, because he will probably swing me there for the knockout. Again, if he don't have Guzma, he can recycle some energies to buy some time with the energy recycle system. Meaning that he don't have Guzma. And if he don't have even Stadium card in play, at least I have energy. He won't be able to take a prize card here. And knowing that he don't have Guzma, my opportunity will be to just maybe play the Guzma on the Tapu Lele, for example. And hope that he won't be able to get another energy for the retreat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So probably he's carrying 1 more energy somewhere. Oh, but he have Guzma. So I'm not quite sure why he didn't even use the Guzma before he even tried to recycle those energies. So that's the 120 damage knockout. And unfortunately for me, that's a defeat. So we're 1 win, 1 loss. So let's go to the final game before the final conclusion for. Alright, so we are back with the game number 3, starting with Kartana. There is Spiritomb also for the bench. This is the way you really want to start. You really want to start with either way Kartana or with your Jirachi in the front, so you can have 2 options available. Playing versus Blastoise should be easy if I can big cut. That's for sure. Even full swipe is not that bad. With the Shrine of Punishment, it can be so devastating. I mean, you can full swipe opponent GX down to 10 HP, and then simply Shrine of Punishment can finish the job. So I can see Kartana as a big heavy deck counter against, you know, heavy GX loaded decks, especially with, you know, that type of the play. I see 3 Squirrels in play, and I see Nazbol for another Vulpix, and this might even be a retreat down to the Vulpix, especially because you can do it for free as long as you have a stadium in play. He rather decided to retreat to another Squirrel. Really interesting decision, to be honest. I can swing for the knockout with my Rainbow Energy. I can add 10 more damage, so just in case if I don't get Zapdos, I can take the knockout. I'm not gonna play my Shrine of Punishment yet. I'm just gonna knock my opponent out and see if I will get some type of the supporter card that it's not Lillie, because my hand is completely busted once again. 3rd time in a row, so really wondering what is going on. I do have Hustle Belt, I do have Switch, I have 3 energies again, Energy Loto for even 1 more energy if I need it. But yeah, there we go, that's the rare candy, probably maybe even Timer Ball play, and if the Blastoise hits the play, for me, most likely it's going to be defeat if I don't top deck any type of Pokemon. Or maybe any type of Pokemon would be nice. For example, Zapdos would be the best. Actually, Jirachi would be the best. Actually, I don't even know what to think about it. Actually, Jirachi would be nice. Especially if I could then grab another... Alright, so there's the Blastoise. And Rocket Splash for the knockout. Alright, it says 60 times, so only 1 energy required for the knockout. So let's see what we can get as the top deck. Just a Black Market. Luckily, I didn't remove Stadium from play. I forget about the Buzzwole play here. Right now is the perfect time for the Shrine. I mean, what I can do here, I can try to thin my deck a little bit with my Energy Loto. And I can grab a prize card knockout versus this Ditto. Wow, that's amazing. Actually, at the end, this turn ends up as a good turn. So I'm hitting for 60. I'm very surprised that I even managed to get the prize card here this turn. It looked so bad for me. And then I realized that I'm running Buzzwole. Luckily, he was not prized. And there we go. I'm down to 4 prize cards. So, if my opponent knocks my Buzzwole out, my Kartana will knock his Blastoise out. And all suddenly, I'm back in the game. So, I'm back in the action. Alright. Alright, there's a beacon. So, he decided to go with the beacon. Okay, cool. Meaning that I'm probably just gonna pass my turn. Or I'm just gonna hit for 30 actually. Or I don't know what's gonna be the top deck, Zapdos. I have Switch for the knockout, but I'm thinking about going into Jirachi with the Switch and trying to pull that Guzma play. I'm running 4 copies of Guzma, so I have a solid chance to pull another one. Just a Cynthia, but even Cynthia is a good option there, to be honest. I'm not gonna be mad, so let's go with the Cynthia. And since I'm actually set up right now, I think this should be it. I think I'm in a much better and greater position than my opponent is right now. I'm just gonna pass my turn, not gonna waste my Switch for the knock of this turn. I'm trying to basically knock this Blastoise GX out next turn somehow if it's possible, because it's weak on the grass. Still, I'm gonna need grass energy, or actually rainbow energy, because I don't have one. But even if my opponent managed to knock my Jirachi out, I can still swing with my Sledgehammer for a lot. I can still swing with my Sledgehammer for a lot. But, you know, top decking energy would be also nice. Alright, so he was forced to discard, unfortunately, 2 energies for him. Not to discard, but shuffle them back. So 4 prize cards. I have 2 attacks available. Sledgehammer for 120 and my Thunderous Assault for 120. As it looks right now, it looks like it's just gonna be a Thunderous Assault at the end. Yeah, it will be. Thunderous Assault for 140. So Blastus is down to 190 damage, or actually, oh, 160? Yeah, actually, oh, he have, yeah, Solid Shell actually reduces the damage. Alright, everything cool. Oh, Max Potion, so, okay, I mean, it's still okay because I can still swing with my Kartana for 130 times 2, 260, and because of the shell, it will be 230, but Shrine will do the job. So he couldn't even get energy there. No, you gotta be kidding me. No, you gotta be kidding me. No energies. Oh my gosh. So only 1 energy can be used, and then he can try to basically play his Giant Gazier GX, which he will do. And if I can top deck Rainbow Energy, the game is over. So let's see what's gonna happen next. So he drew like 3 more energies. That's okay. Ultra Ball is a top deck. Well, with that being said, I can Ultra Ball into my Marshadow for the Let Loose. But I discarded my switch, and that was the second switch that I had. No more switch cards for me. Alright, I'm gonna Ultra Ball, Zapdos plus unit energy. Fail to search, so I can Lillie for 6, hoping to get that escape rope. Not the escape board, but escape rope. But okay, just Thunderous Assault for nothing. Once again, my opponent managed to run out of this position, and right now, if he have Guzma available, he can definitely try to knock my Kartana out. I had option basically to retreat my Zapdos, to waste my escape board and hit for 120 with the Sledgehammer. Why I didn't do that? I didn't just want to waste my escape board. I think it's going to be much more useful on my Jirachi later in the game. So he got me there, he knocked me out, and I have one more opportunity basically here to get a Rainbow Energy. And so far I don't see it, so I'm just gonna play Cynthia and hope for the best. And once again he get lucky there. Once again he get lucky there. Once again, he get definitely lucky there. This time I'm putting my Jirachi on the bench, and I'm swinging and missing once again with my Thunderous Assault, 140. Actually 110. And he's down to 3 prize cards. Once I manage to knock this Blastoise out, probably Shrine will do the rest of the job knocking this Ninetales out. But since I have 2 Guzmas in my hand, I'm just still gonna need only energy. And Spiritomb is sitting and waiting for Anguish Cry. It is? Or did I pronounce it wrong? I don't know. But I know only one thing, and that's the fact that my opponent needs to swing for 2 energy play this turn. And he will go down to 2 prize cards, and I need to swing for the 1-hit knockout here. next turn, otherwise the game will be over. So let's hope for the best. And best needs to be supporter card top deck, literally, not the Nazball. Yeah, I'm good to go with Jirachi, why not? So, Stellar Wish. And that Escape Board, you gotta be kidding me there, right? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a complete nightmare for me in this case. Still, I'm gonna try to use another Stellar Wish. Well, there's a Lillie. And that Black Market as well, which I don't want to even think about using. What about Guzma play? What about Guzma play? Sledgehammer dealing just 30. Shrine will do the 10, so it's not that bad. The game is still not lost, but it's very close to be lost. If he takes the prize this turn, game is lost. It's all about Guzma. If he can find Guzma, then he can probably win the game. He also needs Max Potion as well. And there's another Nitals, which can give him another rare Candy Blastoise play, so he can probably have enough resources to retreat plus pay the attack cost of the Blastoise on the bench, or he can simply swing with the Blastoise with a powerful Squall as well. Let's see what's gonna happen. Max Potion switch. Yeah, even that is optional play for my opponent. So it is a GG. It is a GG at the end. Oh, actually only one energy has been played. Switch for the knockout. Interesting. Which basically means that still I'm in the game. Really I am. Really I am still in the game. Gummy and one Stellar Wish for the Field Blower. Is there anything that I can play that I can discard with the Field Blower? No, it's not. So let's go for that Hustle Belt play then. On to Gummy. And right now this is all in if I miss energy. And again I swing and I miss. Luckily I can add some damage with Spiritomb and I can hit for the knockout. And then if he have Rare Candy Blastoise, he will need 2 energies more for the win. And since I don't have Black Market in play, I'm not quite sure. At least I have win sitting in my hand because I have Guzma available. So this might be a 4-price card turn. There's a Rescue Stretcher, so probably he have Guzma sitting in his hand for the knockout. There's a Nazball, not a Guzma but the Rare Candy. You really want to double your chance getting those energies with Energy Recycle system. So 5 energies being recycled. I was so unlucky with that Rare Candy play. I simply couldn't get Rainbow Energy play. I simply couldn't get it. Powerful Squall. Can my opponent get 2 energies? There's 1. There are 2 energies. So yeah, that's the GG. Hydro Tackle for the last knockout in this game, and yeah, unfortunately I'm ending this video with 2 defeats in the row. I can't say that I'm actually disappointed with the deck. I really like it, and I felt that I simply didn't have luck to draw that Rainbow Energy when I needed in order to attack with my Kartana. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, so I couldn't use my big cut in order to swing these blasters for the one-hit knockout. At the beginning of the game, I thought it was going to be easy because of the big cut Kartana, but it turns out to be a very painful battle. And yeah, I mean, if I only had in that last turn maybe Black Market in play, so I could prevent my opponent from taking the last prize card in the game, who knows, maybe I could still win the game. But it is how it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And as always, if you know how to lose, you will definitely learn how to win. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Hoping for more videos in the future and good battles. So have a nice day, and we'll see you next time.